I wanted to draw your attention to a major document called The First 1001 Days, which George Hoskins and the Wave Trust have produced. And the Wave Trust is, of course, about roots of empathy and roots of violence. And George Hoskins is a key ally for us in working with little tiny babies and children before they hit CAMS, adolescents, and being very distressed young people. In the Wave report, there's a massive focus on trying to work with parents of babies and parents of children. And we've got lots of evidence-based, tightly focused, effective interventions that we know work with parent and baby dyads. And just to unravel this a little bit, between pregnancy and the age of 2, most of our emotional hardwiring isn't absolutely fixed because brains still have plasticity, but the bulk of how we relate as adults is set by the time we are 2, from being embryo to age 2. If little babies live in worlds of abuse, violence, stress, neglect, then they become hardwired, and this is a massive paraphrasing of what's actually a whole world of research. But if you're hardwired for fight, fright and flight, then you struggle with self-regulation forevermore. And babies, we know of lots and lots of babies in Manchester right now who are experiencing abuse, who are crawling under the bed to flee domestic violence. And this is where the roots of young people's and adults' mental health problems are absolutely laid down. And we must not. A lot of CAMS services don't even kick in till children are 5. But by then, you know, a lot of our wiring is set for life by then. But really, by the age of 2, our emotional wiring is pretty well hardwired. By the age of 3, our language and communication hardwire is pretty hardwired. And our brains struggle to change as we get older, and we spend more and more on services for really distressed, traumatised young people. So emotional self-regulation, which is the key task, begins in utero and continues with brand new babies who are 1 hour old. When you look at them through things like video interaction guidance, are really, really communicating with their parents. They're looking at their parents, they're doing the beginnings of turn-taking. So when the parent talks, they listen. When the parent stops talking, they start to move their mouth and try to be articulating, and they're moving their little hands to try and touch you. Right from the off, from under an hour of age. And we've got massive capacity to help little babies be securely attached, and it's that primal job of learning to trust. When we cry as babies, we hope and we need that an adult will respond to us consistently, they will hold us physically and emotionally, and they will calm us down. And that's the only mechanism we've got, so that when we're older, we can calm ourselves down and hold ourselves emotionally. So this area is something that's really important and not to be neglected at all the age range, really. And babies who are frightened and abused and neglected will be permanently set through their cortisol, their wiring, to be in this fight, fright and flight, kicky-offy, short fuse, short attention span. It has a negative effect on our brain development forevermore.